Well, I always think it's like a missing part of preparing for a fight because a lot of people, you're right, they do talk about positive visualization.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to knock him out of this, I'm going to take him down with
Yeah.
that. And you like crushing your opponent. But every day in practice, we drill escapes and we drill getting up. Do you visualize that? Do people visualize?
I've started to be honest. I've actually started like I visualize getting rocked, like
Yeah,
a lot. I feel like a lot of people don't. They don't visualize being rocked, and actually like you're like I think it's like when things don't go in your way. Sometimes like when I'm fighting, if I get hit, I've been hit, and I can hear the crowd just going ooh. Like I hear people on my they're like ooh, but to me, I'm just like it's not a big deal. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I know this. It's a fight. You know?
And you've been through it.
Yeah, I don't say
beforehand.
I'm Superman. I know I'm gonna get hit. But
Yeah.
like some of my friends are like, "Oh man, you got hit," or "How come you let him grab you?" I said, "It's combat." You know? I'm not Superman. Like, I've accepted that it's gonna happen, and
That's really powerful.
I've already visualized like being. I've visualized being thrown, suplex, but I'm just like, what will I do after that? And it's not even the technique I'll use. It's just I'll be fine. It's like when you're in that position, you're just accepting the moment. You're like, I've done this. I've drilled this so many times, and I know what to do.
Yes.
So it's just
I
like,
think fighters, some fighters, like because they visualized so much of the positive outcomes, when it comes down to when they lose, and you see a lot of them really it's a big hit for them.
Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like she felt indestructible.
And, you know, maybe ideas like those ancient Stoic ideas of visualizing those negative, the worst outcomes, would have helped her to deal with that whole situation much better.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I think that.
I feel like the only argument is though, when you're doing that, you're just like, you're more accepting defeat. So like when you visualize these worst case scenarios, when you're actually in them, you're like, oh, okay, it's alright.
There's a dichotomy.
Yeah, you're like, you're like, it's alright to lose. I've seen this happen, so I'm gonna just accept it. So
I think there's like one last little bit I'd want to touch on, like in relation to that. Part of Stoicism is kind of accepting part of the really old idea was that things are in the best way they can be, and there's a reason for everything happening.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like the whole being on the path thing again. You're ending up where you're meant to be. It's kind of like there's a reason for everything sort of attitude, which is, again, a way of dealing with a loss. And it's clearly not something that a lot of fighters who have, like, I think it's the difference between Ronda Rousey and Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
They're both amazing. They both visualize the positives. They both crush. Conor McGregor, when he loses, he accepts it and sort of moves on.
Yeah.
I don't know if he uses this idea, but it's kind of things are the way they're meant to be, and there's a reason this is happening, and I'm on the path, and I'm going the right way. Ronda Rousey, as soon as it happened badly,
couldn't accept it.
It went wrong, and it crushed her.
Yeah.
And it's kind of the non-religious way of having faith in your life and seeing that things are the way they're meant to be, and just trusting the process and how it's going to move you forwards. And I feel like that is a really important part of Stoicism that maybe a lot of fighters are missing out.